Hello everyone, Daredevil Zombie here, and I apologize for the delay. It has been an extremely long time since I uploaded my last video, but here I am. I am also going to apologize for the mic quality. The microphone I usually use broke, so I have to use the crappy desktop webcam. Now, I was trying to choose who my next video will be about. The choices were a Brony, a guy using Speakonia, and Caden Cowger. And we all know who I chose, considering it's in the title. I'm also going to start skipping parts of some videos to save time. Without further ado, let's get started.
I'll show you what true commentating really is.
And you had to start it with one of the worst songs in the intro. Considering I hated this intro theme, and the fact that there isn't anything to respond to immediately after the intro, I'll just skip the first section. You'll thank me later.
Okay, I had to skip this because while his whine was funny, they had to irritate me so they can make it look like they were irritated. Apparently you must have taken your earache lessons for Half-Boiled Hero. I wouldn't mind this if they did it once, but they did it more than once. And don't give me that excuse that there was either a point or a joke. If you want your first-time viewers' ears attacked, you need to do it once.
Keep this statement in mind for later in the video.
Everyone I've talked to says it was great. The one person that I've talked to says it was great. He's the only one who talks to me. At least the only one in this grid show.
Are you trying to get us to feel bad for you? Because it's not working. I'm pretty sure you talk to more people than who that guy is in the corner. I'm pretty sure you have other friends besides that guy.
So I'm guessing that you haven't learned your lesson about taking jokes too seriously, huh?
Wait, that was a joke? Can I ask you a question? How was that supposed to be funny?
I don't know if you realize this or not, but humor is subjective. While you may not think it's funny, other people might actually find it funny.
Kielbasa sausage, your butt cheeks is warm.
You just had to ruin it, didn't you? You couldn't let me like one thing about this review, could you? Ugh.
Wait, so because he made a joke with a media clip, that ruins his good point?
What's the joke? This isn't funny, this is random. Are you even trying?
Butthurt Brony is butthurt, I see.
What's the problem? You've used the stare plenty of times before. Yes, but it's not something I take lightly. I've made a vow not to use it except in dire circumstances. Here's some good chicken.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe Fluttershy was lying because she didn't want to use her stare to basically let Twilight use mind control on those poor bats? Because Fluttershy loves animals. She didn't want Twilight to cast that spell on those bats and change their personalities and change their physiology. She might have just said that in order to get them to not do the plan. Fluttershy isn't stupid. I could see her doing that.
But you're missing the point of the clip that he showed. His point was that Fluttershy had no reason to say that she had to use it for dire circumstances, even though most of the times that she did use it, it was for things that bothered her.
You do realize that the clip he's shown was in Season 1, right? Fluttershy could have made this vow after this.
How does the fact that it was in Season 1 change anything? If Fluttershy was willing to use the stare for issues that weren't dire then, why doesn't she do it now? Sure, characters do change throughout the seasons for some shows. However, we were never shown why or when she decided to use it for only dire circumstances. I believe they call that a lack of continuity, which isn't a good thing.
Unless I was drunk. Like, really belligerently, irresponsibly drunk. We're talking rainbow draft levels of inebriation here.
Who's that lady on the magazine? What's her name?
And I am not kidding here. The next 3, 4, 5 minutes of this review is as him sitting in a bathroom, pretending to be drunk, staring at that stupid magazine, talking in a drunken, stupid voice for 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Okay, the part of him talking drunk starts around 6:27 and ends at 7:30. So it's not 3, 4, or 5 minutes. It's 1 minute.
Exaggeration? What's that? And before you tell me that it wasn't, I'm pretty sure he knows it only took 1 minute. Though he might be stupid, I'm pretty sure he does have common sense. If you don't believe me, why don't you ask Matthews himself?
If it was an exaggeration, wouldn't he have pointed it out by now? Seriously, this is a 9-month-old video. Couldn't have Matthias have pointed it out that it wasn't an exaggeration in that time span?
Does every pony have their pony signal?
Again, what? Since when do they have these cutie signals? And also, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure you will, but how is Rarity doing this? I can buy Twilight knowing how to do this, but I thought the extent of Rarity's magical abilities was telekinesis and gem collecting. Do all the ponies have pony signals, or just unicorns then? Oh, no, I guess they all have them. Pinky's is a flashlight. So where do they all get these flashlights? Are they given to them at their cute Seniera? Don't you think these signals would have come in handy during Castlemania? Or any of the other millions of times they were separated in the dark?
I'm pretty sure that this is just a thing that the main six made up just for their midnight vampire fruit bat stakeout. They didn't have these before. At least that's right. That's a feasible explanation of why I never used them before.
Maybe it's some random plot point that the writers pulled out of their butts at the last second.
My explanation is better.
Your explanation was that it's magic. How does this debunk Lunasoft's point? The fact it's magic doesn't change anything. It was still something that the writers thought up and used without any explanation as to why the ponies have these lights.
Why does she keep doing it? Fuck!
Swear to me!
Gee, Pinky, you didn't even try giggling at it.
It's giggle at the ghosty, not giggle at the vampire.
You do know that the song also says, crack up at the creepy. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Flutterbat can be considered pretty freaky, creepy.
I already explained to you about Pinky's situation in the comic section, now, so I'm going to say this. It's your opinion. Other people will find it to be something else.
First off, why are you able to say whether or not something's funny and use that as a point, yet pull the opinion card on the part where Lunasoft said Flutterbat was creepy? Second off, you know who said Flutterbat was creepy? Pinky. Who said to laugh at the scary things? Pinky. How come Pinky was laughing at the scary stuff back then and telling her friends to do the same, and now she doesn't even try giggling at the scary thing?
It's not Fluttershy. That's Flutterbat.
This dialogue is so fucking blatant and lazy. It's not clever at all. It's not even trying to be clever. Even the title of the episode is lazy and uncreative. Bats? Just bats? That's it? Really? Usually the episode names are based on a clever pun or some kind of tongue-in-cheek reference to something. But nope, just bats. Is it supposed to be a reference to the movie Bats from 1999?
Yes, of course it is. And that's brilliant. That's ingenious to reference that movie. That's a good idea. It makes a lot of sense.
You know, I would sort of give you that if what you said wasn't followed by Horseshoe saying this.
No fucking way. I call bullshit. That is pointlessly obscure even for me.
But what if people don't know about the movie Bats? They won't get the reference. Bad referencing. Boo!
You know, I ignored your it has to be you who gets the reference point because you knew what you were talking about, and I thought you were correcting them on it has to be something that the majority will get. But after hearing you say that, I realized something. You are a freaking idiot!
First off, second, you're right. Second off, it was Matthias who said that the reference needed to be understood by the majority of the viewers, not the people you're responding to. Heck, one of the people you're responding to found one of Horseshoe's references funny despite not knowing what he referenced. So really, you're being dishonest to your audience.
I looked out on the MLP wiki and it says nothing why they titled the episode Bats other than Megan McCarthy comparing it to the musical Cats as an April Fool's Day joke. So instead of making fun of his bad referencing joke, do some freaking research!
Another ear rape. My goodness, you're a hypocrite. Also, Ryan was saying it would be bad referencing according to Matthias's logic, because what it was referencing was something obscure. They never said that it was actually why the episode was named Bats.
I hate to say it, but this episode was clearly phoned in. There's no other explanation I can think of for how lazy the dialogue, plot contrivances, and even the title itself are. What fucking amateur wrote this shit? Meriwether Williams? Never heard of her. Sounds like some kind of corny 70s sitcom about a ditzy, curly-haired lesbian who don't take no guff.
How dare you insult Meriwether Williams like that? How dare...
Really? You're not going to try to counter his argument that Meriwether Williams some goddess because she went some good episodes before, when in reality, during season 2, she went bad ones such as Mysterious Mare-de-Well?
The people in this Bop commentary said that they would skip over parts of the video where Matthias took jokes literally. He took a joke literally, and they're skipping it. If they responded to Matthias, they would be repeating something that was already said near the beginning of the video.
Just look at Twilight's contrived, idiotic explanation of Fluttershy's vampirism.
Okay, so this is me, these are the bats, and this is Fluttershy doing her stare. The spell was supposed to go right onto the bats like this, but somehow the spell must have backfired. It took the vampire fruit bat's desire to be vampire fruit bats and transferred that desire into Fluttershy.
Yep, okay, makes perfect sense. No, I have no objections. If that's what you say happened, then who am I to argue? Oswald, carry on, I don't care. Fuck this bullshit, I quit, go to commercial!
It's a magical world of talking ponies. It's not gonna always make perfect sense. And from what we got, it kinda does make sense in a weird way. It doesn't make perfect sense, it makes some sense. It's not that stupid. It's not that contrived, it's not that dumb. I mean, come on, it's magic. Seriously. It's not gonna make perfect sense.
Okay, just saying that it's magic or it's in a world full of talking ponies, that still doesn't excuse basic logic and not having it be forced and contrived as all hell. There needs to be ground rules to this world in order to work. You can't just have a fantasy land where anything can happen, otherwise it wouldn't make sense and you'd be crushing things left and right. Also, Twilight has been proven to be a fan-fucking-tastic user of magic. I don't know if she is called a wizard in this world or something else. Sue me. So, this one slip-up, I don't buy. It's rather contrived, to be honest.
Even though in Swarm of the Century, Twilight's magic backfired when she used the hypnotism spell on the Parasprites.
The spell in Swarm of the Century backfired in a different way than it did in Bats. What you said here doesn't really debunk David's point.
Since when is Fluttershy's stare an always-on passive ability? It's not. It never has been. She has to make a conscious effort to use it. She even says so at the beginning of this episode. Fuck you, Rick Berman.
Correction, Horseshoes.
Didn't you already make a commentary on Horseshoes? Also, this is a commentary on Bop, not Horseshoes. There is no need for the scene to be in the video. My final thoughts on this video. It could be improved a lot. The points you brought up weren't that good and were easy to debunk, and not only that, you said that it was bad to use ear rape more than once, yet you used ear rape at least 3 times in this video. I'd suggest you find some stronger points and to not do what you said was a bad thing. Well anyways, this has been Daredevil Zombie. Peace out.